'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me.
It's only you are the star, so still. Even though I felt your 3 years out in Mobile.
Hello ZheBeauties, and welcome back to another episode of ZheBeauty channel, where I am your hostess Janae. If you're new here, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below so you don't miss out when I upload new videos such as this one. Also, this video is going to be getting into 20 things I've learned in my 20s. Not really 20 things I've learned in my 20s, but some few things that I've learned in my 20s. Just growing and navigating on this journey of growing up and coming into adulthood. But yeah, so I want to go ahead and give you a little wisdom, sprinkle a little seasoning into your day. Also, if you like this look, go ahead and follow along as well while we just, you know, chit chat like we on FaceTime. All right, before we jump into the video, I just want to say beauty is not to be judged but to be celebrated, because living is truly a lifestyle. Let's jump in now. So I'm gonna go in with my Mirror Magic palette by Morphe. I kind of want to do a little bit of gray. I kind of want to do a little bit of grays and purples today, just because that's kind of like just what I'm feeling. But I want to do this video based on like things I've learned in my 20s, just put you up on a little bit of game in regards to things you might experience in your 20s if you're just beginning in your 20s, or if you've been in your 20s and we can relate to the same type of thing, because we can have a conversation in the comments down below, baby. I'm all down for it. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with this purpley color right here. Now, the first thing I learned in my 20s, like in the beginning stages of my 20s, is love is a choice. So either choose wisely or get chose. But you do have a choice within love. It's not something that it's just supposed to be one-sided. It's always a two-way street. So make sure that you are either staying in your lane or not in ongoing traffic, meaning that you and your partner are on the same page and y'all not going against each other's values and morals. Now, that's the first thing I learned in my 20s. Another thing is maturity scares some people because they hold their power in the way they perceive things to be, instead of like teaching you what's the right thing. Either people will use game on you or teach you the game. I prefer people to teach me the game than to use the game on me, because I just feel like it's more really that way. Another thing that I learned in my 20s is not everything is out to get you. Although there are harmful situations out there, not everything is out to get you, because some things are just simply out of your control. Watch out for yourself and as well as other people, just based off of, you know, your morals and other people's motives as well. So life is a journey. It's not a race or a marathon. It's long, challenging, and hard, and sometimes seem impossible. The reward to be living is much more important than the actual destination. And also, I did go in with my Opposites Attract palette, and this is in the shade Calming. And it's just like a cool, like, gray color. I was feeling like purples and grays today, honestly, but I just feel like this would be really cute. Okay, then I'm going to go in with this dark color here. This dark, like, bluish grayish color right there. I'm gonna go in with that. Take your time, like take your time. Things come in its own timing. So when you take your time and really understand that, you will be better off. You don't have to rush for nobody. Just because you see everybody on social media moving fast and all this other stuff, like, take your time, especially if you got supportive people around you that really want to see you do some things with your life. Like, it's a luxury. Like, that's true luxury. Like, find what's luxury to you and understand that that's what it is. Like, not everybody's luxury look the same. Learn from people's trial and error, basically. Learn from people's mistakes, learn from people's trial and error, learn from the things that people, you know, didn't do. That's how you gain a lot of wisdom in regards to avoiding certain things. Living your truth no matter what happens, right or wrong, because that is what makes you authentic. How you get through situations, how you handle certain things accordingly to yourself, is how you basically like gain your authenticity. Well, that's what I learned from my 20s anyways. Wisdom is experienced, knowledge is earned, challenges can be overcome, nothing is impossible. Practice doesn't make perfect, but it most definitely does make progress. Y'all, if y'all see me keep looking down and looking like, it's because I got my notes right here. Like, I got my notes. So if you see me keep looking down, if you keep seeing me like, you know what I'm saying, it's because I'm reading. I'm reading what I wrote. Because yes, I'm one of those. I like to stay organized. So I don't like my shit to be all over the place. So basically, love your life because you only get one life to live. Always remember, people can't hurt you unless you allow them to. If you feel like you hurt by somebody, take it as a lesson. Well, heal from that aspect and that point versus trying to get closure from someone who you think is, you know what I'm saying, versus trying to get like closure from that person. Like, on you to like close it if you don't ever receive closure from that person. So take it as a lesson, take it as something that you don't want to experience again, and move the fuck on. You ever had somebody that constantly just speaks down on you, just, you know what I'm saying, just hates you for some reason as quote unquote a hater? Them people 9 times out of 10 just want to be you. So don't take no offense to it. It takes one to know one, you know? So it takes one to know one. And if it's something that they comment on in regards to yourself and your aspects, and it's something that you've learned to embrace and they had to change it because they didn't know how to embrace it, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to take that as my problem. I'm just simply going to be like, that's your problem to take care of, because it's not mine. Either learn to embrace it, or it just something we can agree to not disagree, you know? Let your actions show, and you don't have to tolerate disrespect from any kind. So if you let your actions show, you don't have to tolerate disrespect from any kind. So basically, if you are listening to yourself and doing what the fuck you need to do, you won't have to worry about the disrespect, because you won't ever put yourself in a situation to be able to tolerate it. Like, please, first thing is for certain, and 2 things for sure, and 3 things to never get it confused. Don't ever tolerate disrespect from anybody. So a big thing that you can't control how people, in what way people want to perceive you. Like, you just can't. People gonna gravitate to you by what they want to see themselves as, or their interest, you know? So they not necessarily, you can't control that. That's something that you can't control. So yeah. But I am going back in with that calm shade, and I'm just filling it in. I do a lot of tapping motions, unless I'm like blending it out, then I'll like swipe. So it's just different techniques how to get it like real, like blended like this. And I'm gonna go in with this shimmery shade right here. It's like the same color as this purple, just in a more shimmery color. And I'm gonna place this right on the center of my eye. Okay, then I went in with a lighter shimmer color and just added that right on the lid as well. Now I think I want to kind of darken out the outer corners, so I'm going to go in with a black shade, just any type of black eyeshadow. And I just kind of want to, you know, so now I cleaned out all of that fallout. I'm going to go in and prime my face. I'm going to Laboratories Makeup Base Multi-Functioning Moisturizer. One thing I learned in my 20s is learning how to balance my aspirational needs from my superficial needs. This really gets my face like super hydrated. Like, I absolutely love that. Like, don't be afraid of love in your 20s. Like, it's the most time where you get to experience a lot of different things, such as heartbreak and all these things, because they are all important key factors. Because if you ever got your heart broken, you know that what you would tolerate and what you can't tolerate. You might seem like that person let you down, but in actuality, they lifted you up, because now you know not to fuck with that little shit that's beneath you. Actually hear the person out first before shutting down or shutting them down. So have a clear indication of communication when it comes to being in your 20s. Like learning how to communicate with a partner or just people in general is one of the things that you got to learn in your 20s, or one of the things that I've learned in my 20s. Sometimes luxury is just the feeling it gives you, you know? Waiting on someone to give you something, you're letting them define how much you're worth. So don't be waiting on nobody to give you an applause. Don't wait for nobody to give you the hands up. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for nobody to give you permission to do anything, because you're letting them determine your value of your worth. And that's a no-go for me. You look good, yeah, I know. You look good, yeah, I know. You look good, yeah, I know. Because life is to wait for nobody. I don't wait to plan out the perfect thing. You know, don't wait for this to be the perfect moment. Don't wait for a perfect moment, because it isn't one. Just start it. Trial and error is going to be your best friend in your 20s, because we all have to go through it and experience. It's a good thing for you to determine as well. Moneybag, yo, know he childish for that. And drunk off of you, he talking about, I'm finna call your mama. A man better not ever for a moment think, I'm finna call your mama like we kids. What? Call who mama? She probably gonna tell you to get the fuck off her phone. That ain't got nothing to do with her. Your 20s don't involve nobody else in your business. Like the things that I learned like real heavy in my 20s when dating is like, don't involve other people, like outside sources, your family or your friends and all of that into your relationship, because honestly, really and truly, I'm that type of friend or I'm that type of family member that you tell me something about that person and I'm not gonna forgive them. I'm not gonna be as forgiving of them as you. I'll be the friend to get mad for you. You know what I mean? So don't tell me nothing if you know for certain that you're gonna go back, because I'm that one friend that's gonna be madder than you. Okay? I'm gonna be madder than you, babe. So if you tell me something, you better be ready to leave that person alone. I advise you to ask for your own advice at that point. Like, don't try to get no outside advice on anything. And I did go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow and the highlight. Oh, look at that. That is so pretty. If you want to use this just for like a makeup, no makeup day, or you don't really want to put on any makeup but you still want a glowy look to you, I feel like this would be so cute to just like gently put on your skin. Like I have no foundation on my actual face right now, and look at that. Like, is it giving glass skin? I'm gonna go in with this golden caramel shade.
You want a special experience? Go to
First, I'm going in with my holy grail. This is the Bear With Me NYX Professional Prime Set and Refresh. It's for better coverage when it dries down. But while this dry down, the moment someone starts to act different in a group setting, it's time to A, find a better friend group, or B, know that person's role in your life. Another thing is always protect your heart. Like, I'm not saying have your guard up all the time, because not everybody is the same person, especially if you had dealt with somebody that was just like, you know for damn sure you had no business dealing with. But you know, like, if it's just fun, establish that it's just fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, even then, because most of the time people be trying to get like, do little, you know, slick shit on the side, like we together but we not really together type shit. Like, nah, we gonna establish what we is, because if we not together, I can be cool with that. Like, you're not gonna give me mixed signals and mixed emotions. I'm just not going for it, because at the end of the day, once my feelings get involved, you're mine. Because yeah, I did go in with golden caramel, and I went in with honey, warm honey. So this is, look at that shine, it's still coming through. Like, you can't tell me that the Halo Glow don't do it. It does. It does every time. I love that. So I'm gonna go in with my creams just because I don't want my face to like dry out or anything like that. I'm gonna go in with this cream here. Start kind of low. I really like a good cream because it's already blendable. And I really like this one right here because it really gives my complexion. It's like kind of like my own, like literally my complexion. So I like to just have it a little bit brightened. So I might go in with a little peach just to add a little pink tone to it. But that's about it. So I like to go in right in here. Kind of do a little bit of reverse contouring. I think I'm gonna go a little bit up today. So I think I'm gonna go up. I like to go a little bit darker, like right in the center of my nose, like not at the tip or not at the top, but like right in the bridge of my nose. That's the first time using this brush to blend out, and I think this brush is like for concealer or something, but I just use this brush for my contour at this moment. And when I tell you, look at that blend when it comes to that contour. I just blend, look at my forehead. This brush, I don't know, but it's gonna be my new fave, okay? It's always the awkward looking brushes that always blends out so pretty. There we go. What you call it? So I think I'm gonna just start pushing it up. I want my face to be lifted, so I'm pushing all my products in an upward motion. So, y'all, I wanted to get that. I know they've been talking about to be able to record on your back phone, a new setup to where you can just get the actual like part to put on the back of your phone and you can record that way you can see yourself in your phone. And I think I want to get that because I invested in the little mic thing, but every time my phone cut off I have to reconnect it back, and I don't think I like that too much. It's a good product, it really works, but go ahead and blend out my nose contour. Like if you heavy-handed, like I had to learn to be like super light-handed when doing my makeup because baby, when I tell you I was the leader of heavy-handed committee, the head sponsor of heavy-handed committee, yeah, no, definitely gotta be like real soft-handed when it comes to like doing your makeup because ooh, child. My Born This Way. Now I'm gonna go in with my Air Sponge translucent powder and make sure that it's not like that. You see how you got those chunks? That's why I tap it on the back of my hand and be smooth like that, because that's how you want it to be. What you call it? So I like to take my other translucent powder that I used at first, and I like to go in and just blend that out. Make sure you don't have no harsh lines. You gotta go back in with the previous powder that you used and kind of diffuse those lines, but not too much powder because then you don't want this part to be real dry either. Set my eyebrows. It's because I like to go in with my powder and just pat that in. So y'all, I dropped my favorite fucking palette. This one, my butter bronzer. I be like, I drop my palettes all the time, but not this one. Like, This one is my favorite palette. Just gonna pat my blush right in here. What I like to do, I like to go in with a little bit of blush and put it above my eyebrow. Okay, so now I can blend this away, but how I'm gonna blend this away, I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place in the shade Peru. And I'm just gently going to pat this away, like this. And I know it's my playlist, but this is not the time for that. Not the time. With a little bit of my Havana powder. Yeah, I see. Okay, so this is a little thing that I like to do. Go in with some concealer. And I just pat my lips. Eyes, like this color in this palette. Concealer. And this is the lightest shade of concealer I got. Give me the same type of look I would if I used a liquid lipstick. Then I add this pink from the NYX Professionals.
Baby, I seen everything, I felt you too. You are the best part. If nobody told you, baby, you're pressure. I've been with triplets, I've been with friends, I've been so long.
Here, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below so you don't miss out when I upload new videos such as this one. Don't forget, beauty is not to be judged, baby, but to be celebrated, because living is truly a lifestyle.
Everything